One of the biggest unsolved mystery and one of the unanswered question in the entire human civilization is that where we go. That means where we go after our death. And it is one of the $1 trillion question that arises for every people. After our death, the dead body decays or destroys, but our soul doesn't die. And if you see in the ancient cultures or the many myths, soul doesn't die. Body is a physical being and it is a temporary and it is a just support for the soul. Soul is the permanent mindset and thoughts of a human. So after our death, where our souls travels, it is the biggest question that was unsolved till read the history books. You can notice that in the ancient Egyptian culture or civilization, you can notice that they constructed a massive structure that are pyramids. By decoding all their cultures and their literatures by the archaeologists, they came to know that pyramids are constructed to protect the dead bodies of the peoples of the ancient Egyptian peoples. That is the biggest question, why they are preserving the dead body. But they came to know that the Egyptians constructed this pyramid to protect the dead body to preserve for the afterlife. Afterlife is the biggest concept. You can notice that ancient Egyptians believed in an afterlife culture. At present, what we living is just a temporary life, and after our death, it is the permanent life. So they believed a biggest afterlife concept in the ancient Egypt. So while doing the mummification for the dead bodies, Egyptians follow the different procedures and steps. You can notice that they will not take the heart of the persons. Heart is one of the thing that has the purity of their soul. So the ancient Egyptians, while doing the mummification, will not take the hearts of a person, but the rest of the organs will be removed from the person's dead body. If you see in the Hindu mythology, there is a different belief from the Egyptians. You can see that if you die at present, your dead body will be died, but your soul doesn't die and you reborn as another person, and it is a continuous process. And if you again die, you will be come back with a. To these words, you may arise questions that in Hindu mythology, afterlife concept is not there. Afterlife concept is there in the Hindu mythology, but it is a salvation process. Salvation is the purity of sacrifice of their belief to the own gods. In Hindu mythology, if you sacrifice or salvage the soul to the god, then your afterlife continues in the heaven or the godly birth. So if you are doing good to the people at present and your heart is pure, then your heart will be focused or controlled by the God, and you are taken to the afterlife. That means you are taken to the heaven and you will not be reborn again. And this is the biggest concept in the Hindu mythology, that is known as salvation. It is similar to the Egyptian culture. If you see Egyptian culture, while doing the mummify, I told you that they will not remove the heart. Heart is measured with the. Also, many scientists are trying to figure out what will happen after our death. That means where our soul travels after our death from our dead